Hi everyone. So I put the little intro on instead of the longer one because this is just gonna be like a discussion. I don't know if I'm gonna do a reading and try to get any more information. I was actually trying to do an auto write and I got all of a sudden really drained and exhausted, and I was like, I can't finish this tonight. I don't know why. Things were not coming in clear and whatnot. It was all jumbled together and stuff. So I will get that done as soon as I can. Libby's being a little monster right now. So, I just wanted to talk about, since I put this on my community post the other day, but I needed to make a video, putting it out there in case it helps find her. So this is for Madeline Kingsbury. Um, and it's just some more work that like I've been trying to do on it. The hard thing with how I work with location is I can see it really well, but it's hard finding it for me. Sometimes I feel a pull to somewhere and it may be her, it may not be her. Parrot Park I keep kind of getting a pull to, but I'm not really sure if it's because of her or for what reason. I've never really been good with pendulums per se when it comes to location like on a map, but there are some things I'm gonna try because I get pretty frustrated because I kind of end up going in different directions, and because I feel so much on a map, sometimes it's hard to decipher like what I'm feeling and where. So I pulled cards for her and I did post on, this was a couple days ago, and then I pulled some more right now before I decided to do this video. um Hold on, let me find the cards. I know there 3 water cards came out at once, which makes me feel like she's in water, and I always pull water cards with her now, which I didn't before. And I do pull burial cards, so I'm a little confused on if he's saying like if it's saying like underwater or like buried, and then now it's underwater because of all the flooding. I didn't see it in a vision, but I've been getting that sense, and I'll show you. I'll try to explain what I was seeing and being shown when I talked to my consultant. So, um, the other day when I pulled it, I got school, boat, motel, hotel, portal, which that can take it many different ways. Um, river, underwater, water, and hidden. So I had all 3 water cards come in at once. That keeps happening with her. I keep getting every single water card that I have. So that's why I feel like she's either really close or in, but I feel like she's in because I got stuck in the marsh yesterday. I'll go into that in a minute. So I pulled it, and so I got the desert card before. I got it again, and I think that's just because the sands that I'm seeing that could be around that area. I always get the boat. This is a card that comes in every single time I pull cards for her. So I feel like she's got to be in an area where there's boats or where boats go. Okay. The neighborhood, it could be that there's a neighborhood around it, or it can be going to where whatever happened to her. And another, underwater card came in again. So this comes in every single time I pull for her as well. I always get underwater card with her and a water card. So hidden, that means that you're not going to be able to see her. She's going to be hidden in some way, shape, or form. And I keep getting a reference to Nicola Bully. Now, in my opinion, I don't feel like she was already always in the water. Nicola Bully, in my opinion. But how she was found is what the reference is. So, like her being in the water and how she's kind of stuck off to the side, like that's kind of how it feels when they want to relate that, if that makes sense. Burial. So, this is what I'm saying. I don't know really what this, I get this a couple times, and it could be water burial, it could be that like she is buried and now that part's underwater. This part I'm not really sure about because I get it on and off. Like I pull the same cards for her every single time. And so home is that's where I feel like it happened at. Outside, obviously I feel like she's outside, and then we got water and wooded area again. So these are cards that keep coming in. So here's the water again. Hand coming out of the water, meaning in water. Plus we already got the underwater card. So those are the new cards I just pulled just before I came on here. That I'm keep getting the same cards. Unfortunately. And again, I always tell people this is for entertainment purposes only, but I'm hoping that with the clues we get, people are found in the time that they're meant to be found and how they're meant to be found. If I'm not meant to find her, I won't help find her. If I am, I will. Sometimes I'm given specific information, sometimes I'm not. It really just depends on how it's supposed to work out. So I get very frustrated because, like I said, I can see it, but I have a hard time finding it on the map. Now, there was a part, like, right when you go over the bridge past Dick's Marina, where there's that crossroads. I get really sick there. I don't know why. It might not even be her, but I can literally not even pull up the picture. I cannot send it to anybody. I cannot do any of that because it makes me extremely sick. And I get a really bad headache, so I can't even look at that area at all. So I talked to my consultant. For those of you that have been following me, you know who that is. And I'll just give you what he told me. So I feel like the way that I was shown and what I was meant to draw out, I'll just show you this. This is on the community page. If you want to look at it, this is on the community page. I know it's a mess. But so what I drew was like a bridge going over the water and then the crossroads. And I got woods, and then I felt like a bank and then draw like that might be where she was put. I'm getting a park with equipment like playground equipment. Okay, I'm getting a barge, and I'm not so much anymore getting the conveyor belt. So I'm wondering if she's moved with the water, and that's just originally where she was. It might still be in the area, but maybe she can't see it anymore because I still get the sense of it. But they're not showing it to me like they were before. The conveyor belt was really repeated like the badge did for Idaho 4, so it was really important. It might still be, it might just be like, okay, we showed you this, we're done. I'm getting like a hatchery fishery, the reference to a factory, a cement wall, um a boat. See, I got a boat on here too, and I keep pulling that boat, so she's got to be near a place where boats go, or they are. I got the words cotton marsh, and I was getting marsh. Now, marshy is like wet to me. Like when I think of marshy, it's like wet with plants like sticking up out of the water. Like that's how I think marshy is. I got the reference to fields, so I feel like there could be fields around her. I got the reference to number 8, and the way that it was coming in was like woods, like an area with woods by a road, marshy, and then like the river. But the way that they were showing me was that these rivers kind of flowed in. I don't know how to explain it, but it was like one river flowed different ways and to make like different little rivers, but into a bigger area. um and I saw that there is a lot of places, there's a couple of places like that on the map. I'm not sure which one. So buffalo was another word that came in my sleep, and then I got up and I asked about it, and they're like, oh well, the Buffalo County is like close by. So I don't know if she's saying she was in Buffalo County or is in Buffalo County, but there's a reference to Buffalo. So anyways, kind of what I was seeing as I was being shown an aerial view of, you know, how like the river, it flows into like these other little rivers, or it looks like it on a map where there's other little rivers, and it's like a bigger area, like it gets bigger and wider. And I keep getting so I don't know if it's algae on top, but it's like the green stuff that floats on the top, or the grass that kind of sticks through the water. That's what I keep getting, but um it's like road and then woods and then that. And um so that's what I keep seeing now. So I don't know if because of all the flooding, like that's where she ended up now. Um but that's what I kind of keep seeing in regards to what they're showing me. But it's like an aerial view um of that, where like this one river flows in, and it looks like it goes into little tiny rivers or little tiny things, then it flows back into it, but it's like a bigger area. I hope I'm explaining it right. But I feel like the way that it comes across is she's like stuck in some underbrush or marshiness or something like that that would be in the river. Like that's kind of how it comes across, which is how Nicola Bully was found. So I'm not really sure. Hold on one second. Sorry, all my dogs were sleeping and then they hear a noise and they go crazy. Well, that's why I didn't put them away because they were all sleeping. Sorry about that. I feel like StreamYards needs a pause button. I just want to see while I have you guys on here. I want to consult with my consultant again because he's usually very accurate with what he tells me. I'm gonna try him and then I might try Madeline, but I am pretty tired, so I'm not really sure what I'm gonna get and how much more I can get is the problem. My phone is so slow. I don't know what's going on with it. I apologize. Okay. And so the things that I'm telling you guys, it may be like in the area on the way, because sometimes I get directions. So my phone is ridiculous. This is the picture I drew for like river going into other rivers and then marshy. I don't know how to explain it. That's the best I could do for that. My phone, I swear. I don't know. What's wrong with it? I can't promise I'm going to get any more. I just want to. And sometimes things I'm getting can be symbolic. I'm not really sure why. Madeline Kingsbury. I'm going to try to connect with her too, but I just want to see if he gives me anything extra. I keep getting this flag, like this triangle flag. I don't know what the heck that is at all. And I was asking the pendulum and I was getting like I heard like found down the river. And again, I kept getting the reference to how Nicola Bully was found. But the thing is this is more flooded. I don't really know how far she could go. And I thought, because I was actually pulled to Mabel, I know that's come out that that's where like his family's from or whatever, but I have a dog named Mabel, and so that was named last year, and so I was kind of drawn to that word when I saw it, and then I found out that that's where he lived. Now, again, I'm not saying that's where she is, but because I don't feel like I want to leave too far of where we are now. Alma, I noticed, is there. I did get that in Gannon. With the Gannon going on right now, it kind of makes me wonder as far as an interconnect's concerned. I don't know why I keep thinking of Nicola Bully right now. Like, I can't get her out of my head all of a sudden. Like, I keep wanting to call Madeline Nicola. And I know I don't feel like what happened to Madeline, or what I feel there, it's a different kind of situation. Kind of. If you guys have seen my readings on that, you know how I feel about it. But my phone is just so slow. I can't. I just don't know if there's anything else I can get right now. I have a freaking headache again. Which is weird because I wasn't even trying to connect to her, but I actually want to. But my phone isn't working. It like won't go anywhere. It froze on me. Because I need to pull up her picture. There we go. And I don't have Tammy on with me because I was actually just going to come on here and do this. I probably might get more with her, but I just wanted to kind of put out what I got. I wasn't planning on trying to get any more. like my head is like killing me all of a sudden. In the back of my head, it's just like every time I connect to her, I get that. But I'm just really trying to pull more. Like whenever I saw the trees before, I kind of thought like national park or something like that. Like that's what it reminded me of. But it's really like the road for some reason I feel isn't very far off from where she is. It's like road, then woods, then bank, and then it's like a big area of water. I keep getting, like I said, like the marshiness on top or the green stuff that's on top, or I don't know what that really is. I consider it marshy if there's kind of like plants that you can see through the water. That's what I consider marshy for me. Excuse you. So I hear Jackson. I don't know if that fits here. Stop. Quentin, what do you want, baby? Quentin's bothering me right now. He's a spirit cat. I don't know what he wants. Yeah. When I cough, it's usually not me, guys. Quentin's being overly annoying right now. So I heard lake. I don't know if there's like a lake nearby, because I definitely feel like she was either really close or in the river at some point, because the river card always comes up. Plus, I always got like the river. I haven't gotten a lake. That doesn't mean it's not involved, because I feel like I don't know if the river flows into a lake. I don't know. I haven't really looked. I'm trying not to get on the map too much, because sometimes I feel like what I see on the map can come through the readings and it's hard to tell. There's a reference to, again, like, I don't know, I hear like 4 miles downstream. I don't know how far Nicola was found, like 3 miles or something, but I keep getting that reference. And that there's like a triangle flag, and it might mean more to you guys than it does to me. I don't know. I'm really not getting much more, guys. I wish I could get a name. Like I said, I'm gonna get what I'm supposed to get in the time frame I'm supposed to get it. No matter how much I want, like an exact location, it really doesn't work like that now. I appreciate all you guys sending me places and things like that. If you feel like what I'm saying, you know where it's at. If you want to go look, then go look. Or if you want to have it searched, then have it searched. What I'm looking for, I feel at this point in time, it went from, it's a river, it's where the river kind of flows, kind of breaks up and flows into a bigger area, and there's all that stuff on the water. That's what I keep seeing now. That's something that kind of won't go away. And again, I am kind of drawn to Parrot. I think it's called Parrot or something like that. I've always kind of been drawn to that place, but I don't know if it's because of her. And I don't know how like much it's almost like I don't know, it's hard to say if she's gonna be found or not. It's almost like I get that same situation. I think it was like 3 or 4 weeks with Nicola. I keep wanting to call her Nicola, so there's some kind of similarities in the way that Nicola was found. Excuse me, in the way she's gonna be found. That's not me, guys. I might just be too tired at this point, but I just keep kind of seeing the same thing over and over. And I hear pathways, like there might be pathways like down to the water. And like there's a reference to like the bank, or the bank kind of gets like into the water and gets a little marshy. Like that's kind of the feel I'm getting. which is weird because I didn't get that. I feel like, you know, maybe she's moved with the water and all the flooding and stuff. And maybe that's why she mentioned the raining and the snow in her reading, is that she was saying it was going to rain and snow and start flooding and things were going to shift. And also my left shoulder is hurting for some reason. 4 seems to be significant. So I think that's all I got for now. If I also gain the number 12, keep that in mind. I feel there also might like be a beach nearby or something. I'm getting sand. At some point. I also hear island. See, I was getting ready to get off. She's like, wait, I want to tell you all this. And I know that there's the three crosses for the memorial out there. I don't, you know, sometimes I drive through here and there's like just one off the side of the road. It might not even be a major memorial. It might just be where someone like went off the road and there's like a couple crosses there. That's kind of what I'm getting. Like, so keep in mind, like if you're driving and you're going to look in one of these areas I'm talking about, keep an eye out for that because it seems significant. I also keep getting a reference to the electrical towers or some kind of electrical thing. And I keep hearing a noise all of a sudden. So I don't know if it's like a factory noise or if it's from the dam or if it's kind of like a buzzing, like really loud kind of buzzing, maybe electrical kind of noise. That's what I keep hearing all of a sudden that's in my ear. So that means that she could probably hear it. I don't feel like if I'm going down the river this way, I don't feel like I'm on this side. I feel like I'm on this side, like to the left. Now I can perceive things mirrored and backwards, but that's just what it feels. I'm always looking on the left side. I always feel like it's on the left side. Like the bridge was crossed and I went into a different state. I went into the next state. That's kind of how it feels. And then like I go down, like I always want to go down. I never seem to want to go up. So I try to pay attention to where I want to go on the map. It kind of the way that I get pulled. I never really want to leave and go up. It doesn't feel right. And I could be wrong. I'm not great at location, honestly. I try really hard, but it's not something my clairsentience isn't that great for it. So like I can see it really well. I can tell you what's around it. So you have to kind of look for the stuff that I'm mentioning to be around. It's like puzzle pieces. So, but I feel like there's some kind of memorial. I don't think it's necessarily for the big one out there. It seems like it's one like just randomly off the side of the road. When I did the reading, I'm being reminded of that because when I did that reading, the first reading on her, when I got the memorial, it felt like it was just like a little pull off to there. Like there was like a little memorial there where there had been a car accident or something. And then it was like right there was where I wanted to pull off, like right around there and then walk through the woods. Like that's kind of how it comes across. And when I was walking through the woods, I kind of felt like I was a searcher. So I don't know. Well, hopefully this is helpful. Hopefully these clues will help. If I get any more, if I have a dream, if I hear anything, if I see anything, I will let you guys know. Thank you so much for your likes, subscribes, and shares. I appreciate you.